Hi everybody, Alex here from Expert Forex, and in this video we're going to cover the free money finder Forex Robot, and I'm going to be supplying you with details of this launch. This EA will be totally free. We've decided to just give it away free to all supporters of Expert Forex. Now last week I did this video and you can see it was quite popular, almost 3,000 views, and it showed the Make Money Forex Robot in action, and it showed how it identifies not an entry point, but it identifies any candle that you could have entered in that would have resulted in a positive outcome. And this EA is an amazingly powerful EA. I use it in my weekend retreats when we have a couple of traders spending a week here at my place. We use this as a tool to open their minds about the amazing potential of this great Forex market. And this tool even identifies candles where you could buy and sell and still be successful, as is shown in certain areas here. But before we do launch this Money Finder EA, it is very important that you understand where this EA fits into the types of EAs that are available on the market. So I'm going to go through all of those types of EAs to give you a good feel of what's around, because a lot of people out there think that an EA is a plug and play tool that they can plug in and do nothing and make lots of money. But there are different kinds of EAs. In fact, I'm going to go through the top 6 categories. So there are the 6 categories that I'm going to be covering today. Firstly, we get the set and forget plug and play trading robots. Then we get the set and forget trading robots, slightly different to the first, and I'll explain the difference. And then there are Forex trading robots that are tools. There are also informational robots. There are training robots. And they are novelty robots, and you're going to see a lot of examples as we go through. So let's go through the first one. Now the first is a set and forget plug and play trading robots. So the idea is the trader does almost nothing. All the trader does is buy the EA, plug it in, and in the case of the 3 examples that I'm going to show you, all the trader has to decide is which currency, and we only give a list of about 3 or 4. What trading approach, aggressive, conservative, or balanced, and then they just decide how much money they want to risk on their trading, and we give guidance in that area too. So the trader almost has to do nothing. Once the trader's made those decisions, they can basically plug and play. So the versions that we've got on a plug and play basis is the Dream Machine. It's got what we call a plug and play version, the Make Money, which has got a plug and play version, and we've got the Grid Trend Multiplier, which is a plug and play version that can be purchased. And a lot of people think, oh well, it's a plug and play, it's for beginners, not a serious EA. The settings that we use are the settings that are producing the very best results in our monitoring accounts. Now as you can see, there's the Make Money EA. Those are the exact settings that are in the plug and play versions. Then you've got the Dream Machine doing pretty well, and you've got the Grid Trend Multiplier doing pretty well. Okay, so let's move on to the second type of Forex robot that you get, and these are the set and forget trading robots. So what is the difference between the first one? In this particular case, the trader has to determine the settings for the robot, or has the ability to determine the total settings for the robot. So we've actually got 2 versions of, for instance, the Dream Machine, the Make Money EA, and the Grid Trend Multiplier, with a lot more settings where risk control can be changed. There's trading settings can be manipulated, time of day trading times can be set, and that kind of thing. So more experienced traders can take the robot, test it, optimize it, do all kinds of things to it, and therefore they can create their own testing, their settings, and use it as a more advanced robot. Most of our EAs are in this area, but not all. As you saw, we've now got plug and play ones, And let's move on to the next section. So the next type of robot there is robots that are Forex tools. Again, very difficult concept for a lot of people, but essentially robots automate things, routine trading activities. Now, what happens with grid trading? There are very simple rules with grid trading. Every time the price touches a particular grid line, it buys and sells and closes the positive trade, and that's the basic logic that's there. Now, if you had to do that manually, you would go mad. So what the grid trend multiplier does is it does all that automatically for you. It does all the routine things automatically for you. But you still have to decide when you're going to enter, which direction you're going to trade, which currency you're going to use, and when, very importantly, when are you going to exit the whole trading activity. And that is why it's regarded as a tool. Now, the grid trend model is a funny one. It's a set and forget EA, it's a plug and play EA, and it is a Forex tool. The people that use a Forex tool make a huge amount of money, but it takes a lot of experience and know-how. The other example of that is the double in a day EA. The double in a day EA is essentially just a top-up EA. So in other words, it adds to a winning position. That's what topping up is. But it does so in a risk-free way. So in other words, once you've topped up and the price comes back, you'll never make a loss. You'll always get out at break even or a small profit. So again, it mechanizes the top-up process and the break-even, moving of the stops to break-even level. That's all it mechanizes. The trader still has to find the entry and the target for the trades and decide how many top-ups they're going to use and that type of thing. So that's why we call the double in a day EA a Forex tool and not a set and forget Forex trading robot that makes trading decisions. With Forex tools, the trader makes the decision. I hope that is a lot clearer for you. Then we have information robots. Now, some of the information that gets crunched by robots is quite complex, and there's a thin line between indicators and information robots. But a good example of the information robot is the 360-degree indicator that takes all of the information on the market and gives the trader the most amazing information about which direction the market's moving, what the market trendiness is, and what the market's the currency strength or drive is, and then it also compares the relative strength of every currency to each other over different time frames. So it's an all-in-one informational robot that supplies you with the information you need to guide you with your trading decisions. And that is an EA. It doesn't trade. It provides the trader with information. The trader can then use that information any way the trader wants to. And there's another very simpler example of the Forex Support and Resistance Finder, which is a heat map that tells you where support levels and resistance levels are. So robots can also be informational. Then there are trading robots, and those are the ones that I alluded to in the beginning, where what we do is you sit in a room and we use the information that the robot gives us to create better decision-making processes when we are trading, and even to design better robots when we are designing robots. So these robots teach us about the dynamics within the market, and in fact the one that you see at the top there is called the Forex Bouncer. You can use it to identify turning points in the market, highlight those turning points, and then create strategies around how to catch those turning points. The Money Finder is also a trading robot, as I've shown you earlier in this video, which identifies candles that will result in positive trades in a particular direction. And the beauty of this, as I say, depending on what settings you use, you could actually have candles that will result in positive trades, whether you go up or down with your particular trade. And I'm going to be giving you a lot more information about that in the training video tomorrow when this EA is launched. Then the last type of EA is a novelty EA. And now novelty EA, novelty is fun, entertaining, gamey type of EA. So you play games when you use these kind of EAs. And what I've done with some of the EAs is that we found Forex brokers that have unusual price feeds, and we built robots specifically for those price feeds. And those robots allowed me to trade $5,000 to $1 million in a couple of hours. A scalping type of robot. But obviously it's just a fun thing, it's a novelty, it's entertainment, and a lot of people are so serious in Forex trading they cannot see the fun part of Forex trading, and that's exactly what happened there. I've done it a few times. I've traded $5,000 to $1 million using these novelty Forex robots. They are specifically designed for brokers that have manipulated their price feed to give a certain result, and it does not happen on live accounts. So it's just fun. You can impress your friends. Hey, look, I have traded $5,000 to $1 million. Look here, there's my account. But you can't really do that on live. So please, just relax when you see these kind of robots. They novelty robots, they're fun. In fact, we sell this one for $1 or $3. Now, just a reminder, as with all my videos, the links to everything that you've seen today will be in the description of the video, as well as the commentary section of the video. It will be the very first comment that is made on the video when it is complete. Now, I really hope you found this video interesting and educational, and that it has highlighted the big differences between the different kinds of robots out there. And I hope that you in future will fully appreciate, when you look at a Forex robot in future, that you can classify that robot into any of these particular classifications. There might be more classifications, but these are the main ones that you need to be aware of. If you have any questions or remarks, please again leave them in the commentary of the video. And from me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.